Okay, so today I will show you how to import a Blender model in the source engine. So first, what you need, go to the Valve Developer Community website and search for Blender source tools and crowbar. Here you can download Blender, you need to install it and download the source tools, but please don't unzip this file. And here you have a link for the Steam group of crowbar. Go here on download crowbar and just choose the latest version. So we'll have these two files. Crowbar you just need to extract anywhere, and that's it. So now open Blender, go to File, User Preferences, go on the Add-ons tab and click Install from File. Go where is your Blender source tools zip, double click on it, and now you have to check this box to make it enabled and click on Save User Settings. Okay, so now I will open my model. I need to make some room here, so give me time for that. What we need is only the 3D view window, the property window here, and the hierarchy window here. So first we will clean a little this hierarchy. We don't need the lights, so make a right click on it and click delete. I don't want the palette, I don't want the L, I don't want this too. Okay, so now we have no more lights. We can see the texture, so we'll click here and select solid to make it more clear. So if you check the hierarchy and you uncheck the visibility for all these parts, you can see that our clip is not in our gun hierarchy. We need to make it in this hierarchy. So we select it and we will just drop it. Okay. So now I will show you something. I need a size reference. So I will use GCFscape, open my CSGO VPK, go to models, go to player, and I will choose these 4 files for the FBI model. You need all these files. And now I will use crowbar to decompile it. So I will select my model, I check subfolder, and I click decompile. Okay, it's done, and now we have all the files decompiled. So we have the QC file, which is a definition file. We have the SMD of the reference, which is the model himself, the SMD of the physics for the physics, and the ones for the animations. So now I will enter back in Blender, go to File, Import, and click Source Engine. And I will go, where is my model? Okay, so I will choose the reference model. I double click on it, and you can see that our gun is really tiny. So first, I will move it to make it more unstable to square it. So if you stand still on translate, rotate or anything else, you can see the keyboard shortcuts. It's really important to use these shortcuts. So first I will use translate, which is I press G. Oh, first set your gun, but select, make a right click and select hierarchy. If you don't do that, you will just move one part and not the other parts. Now I press G and I will move it. Okay, I think it's good here. And now I will square it. So I press S and I will square it. I think the size is okay now. So we don't need no more our human model. So click on it, make a right click and select delete hierarchy. I will reselect all my gun hierarchy and I will move it to the origin point. So here I will type 0, 0 and 0. Okay. No, now I did that. I will create a collision model. So here we go. I will go to create and I will select cube. That creates me a cube just here. To don't make accidents, I will just click here to be sure that I will not select these objects. And now I will edit my cube to make a collision model. So first I will square it. Okay. This process can be really long. I will choose here the edit mode to edit the geometry. I will choose here the face select and I will keep only one face. So I select this face with a right click. I click sup to delete it. Okay, delete face. And I will do that for the other parts. I will just keep this face. So now I will square this face. Okay. And I will cut it. So go to, we are in edit mode, go to tools. Here I press one and I will try to be aligned with my gun and my face. Okay. And I will select knife. So I just make a left click. this one is bad. I restart it. So knife, and I will press enter. Okay. Now I will keep only this face. So I will remove these ones. Okay. I will use the clipping tool. So to do that, I will just click here to make the magnet enabled. And here I will select snap element, edge. Now I will select my face, I press G, and to be sure to translate it only on the Y axis, I will press Y. Okay. So here you can see there is a little circle which is used for the magnet. So I will just make it like that. I will duplicate this face. Okay. Again I press Y. So G to translate it, Y, and this done. And now we need to create all these faces. So to do that, I will change for the edge selection, and I will select this edge, and I keep Control on, Control place, and I right click on this edge too, and then I select Make Edge. And I will do that for closing my my cube object. Okay, now I do that. I will go again to object mode. I will change the name for collision. And I will change it here, the gun, for handgun. Now I need to export my models. So go here on scene, go down. On the export path, I will select my desktop folder, and I will click accent. And now I will click file. Oh, just wait. Here we can see we have two models which will be created, handgun and collision, so it's okay. Just don't care about the group properties. Click File, Export, Search Engine, and click on Scene Export. Okay, the files was exported. We can see here we have, oh, it's DMX files, so sorry, I forgot to change the export format to SMD. I will do this again, and now we have our two SMD files. So what we need now, we need the textures. For the textures, just click here on texture, here we can see we have three textures. So this is the usual one, this one for the band mapping, and one for the wear, but we don't need the wear. What I do first, I will save all my work. Okay, I will create a handgun edited directory, and I will call it just handgun. And now I will go here to source. You can see that if you stand still here, you can save an image, packet in the blade file to this. That's what we need. Okay, so create textures handgun S. We'll do that for the others. Handgun C. Handgun N. And now we have all our textures. So this one, we don't want it, we will remove it. And these ones, you can see that there are huge textures. We need to convert them to VTF or VMT files. So to do that, I will drag it on VTF. Just choose DXT1, DXT5, click OK. Click on Save, Save As, and I will call it handgun. Oh, sorry. I don't know where I stored it. Save as. Okay. So I will make it here on handgun edited textures. And you can see that this file is already 2 MB. So we need to scale it down. I will just go where are my textures and I will edit them. I will resize them. You need a power of 2. Okay. File save. I will do this with the normal texture. and we will retry to create this VTF file. Again, I don't generate maps as it's a really tiny texture. Okay, file save as texture. I will call it just handgun. This one is really better. And I will do this for the normal map. So for this one, once you click OK, just click on normal map and save it. I will call it handgun underscore normal. Sorry. Okay, and now I will create my VMT file. So to do that, I will use VMT maker. I will choose my here shader. You need to select vertex lit generic. Our best texture is our handgun.vtf. Our bump map is handgunnormal.vtf. And now I will go to miscellaneous and I will select here model enable and save it. Okay, and I will call it just handgun again. You need to have the same name of your model. Okay, and I will edit it. No, it's not this one, it's this one. With WordPad, you can see here that there is a directory where your textures are located, but we need to make them located on our CSGO folder, materials. I will create a new one on models. I already do that in my handgun, and then you need to change your file from this to this. So we just need to change here the path to models my handgun. Once you did that, okay, so now you have to create a QC file, which is a definition file for your compiler. So just create a handgun.qc, edit it with WordPad, and just copy this model. You have to change the model name to your path and your model name. This one is the file you exported with Blender. Here is to say that you can use it as a static prop. Here it's the surface property. So if you go to the Valve Developer Community website, you can just search for surface properties, and you have a list of all the kind of surfaces you can use. So the best one for me, I think, is just combine metal. Okay, here it's the directory where you store your textures. So you can see that I store them in models my handgun. Now you have a needle sequence. I just reuse my SMD model, my collision model, which is called collision, and here it's I just use this, but I think you can remove that. Okay, so once you do that, just open crowbar again, go to compile, choose your file, choose the game you want to compile, you want to use your model. Here is for Counter-Strike. You can see here that it's a good pass. And now just click compile. Okay, so the compilation is finished. We can check this to see if there is error. We have warnings, but this is because we have really tiny geometry in some parts. This is not a problem. Crowbar computing the mass of the object, and it seems this compilation is good. So we will check that. So I will open my SDK. I will create just a new map. I put a prop static entity, and now in world model I click asset to refresh all my models, and here you can see I have my handgun and the model we created. So you can see the wireframe. This model is really expensive, so try to use model with not that much vertices. And we can see that we have a collision model. It doesn't look like the one we created, but it's because during the compilation, crowbar is making a simpler model of the one we created. Okay. And now we can see that we've got our model. Okay, thank you for watching this, and I hope that you will succeed to import your own models. Bye bye.